1984. South Korea. A 14-year-old boy is forced onto a bus. He has committed no crime. He is guilty of nothing. Yet, he's about to enter a place that will change his life forever. Years later, that boy will tell his story, and the world will begin to suspect a disturbing truth. That Squid Game might not be fiction. If you love true stories that seem impossible, subscribe now. Leave a like, turn on the bell, and drop even just a hi or thank you in the comments. Every little gesture helps support this project. What if Squid Game was inspired by a real detention camp? A hidden place, government-funded, and full of horrors. As the country prepared for the 1986 Asian Games and the 1988 Seoul Olympics, the government launched initiatives to clean up the streets in the name of progress. Behind the facade of progress was a brutal reality. In April 1981, President Chun Doo-hwan, who came to power in a military coup, ordered a crackdown on beggars and the implementation of protective measures for vagrants. Under this order, social welfare centers were established. Buses with signs reading, "Vagabond Transportation Vehicle," began appearing in cities like Busan. These centers, largely private, received government subsidies based on the number of people they took in. Police were rewarded for cleaning the streets. Homeless people, disabled people, orphans, and ordinary citizens who could not show identification were rounded up and sent to these centers under what was called the Social Purification Project. For years, no one spoke of Brothers Home. No one dared. Authorities protected the facility, and the media remained silent. The facility received awards, funding, even praise from the state. It was described as a model for social reintegration. A lie. Every day, prisoners were woken at dawn. They worked all day in inhuman conditions, making furniture, clothes, items to sell outside. Those who resisted were beaten, tied up, locked in dark cells for weeks. Some never came out. There was also sexual violence, systematic abuse. Women and minors left defenseless. Only in the 2000s did some survivors begin to speak. Among them, jong-sun. Then came a BBC Korea journalist, Young. He began collecting evidence, interviewing witnesses, breaking the wall of silence. But even today, many responsible have not been punished. Many records were destroyed, and the full truth remains buried. Squid Game shows human beings reduced to pawns, hunted by debt, crushed by the system, forced to compete to survive. At Brothers Home, there were no games, but there was the same sadism, the same control, the same absolute power. Reality was even worse than fiction. Jong-sun's story is real. The pain of thousands is real. And maybe Squid Game is too. If you love true stories that seem impossible, subscribe now. Leave a like, turn on the bell, and drop even just a hi or thank you in the comments. Every little gesture helps support this project.